What was the first reason you bought your glass stovetop? For many people, the reason they buy their own is because of its elegance. They also think it'd be easier to clean a glass cooktop than other types of cooktop. Unfortunately, a glass cooktop is delicate and can easily pass from its glory when cleaned with harsh chemicals and sponge. If you own one, you already see how much food can easily cake on it and create an entire mess of the whole thing. The heat emitted from the stovetop doesn't make it any easier to maintain a clean surface. Grease and grime that accumulate on the glass top may become very difficult to get rid of after a while. Leaving them there only means a dirty kitchen that will eventually bore you out of cooking and even ruin your cooktop. Cleaning a glass stovetop is only delicate, not difficult. The steps described here will guide you through cleaning easy stains and tough stains. Most of the materials you'll need are around your home and the rest is easy to get. Method 1: How to clean your glass cooktop. The tools that you need for this cleaning include a pair of rubber gloves, a mild dishwashing liquid detergent, baking soda, white vinegar, paper towel or dishcloth, rags or an old absorbent t-shirt, dishwashing pad or non-abrasive sponge, microfiber cloth, water. First thing, turn off the heat from your stovetop and leave it to cool down totally, so that it is cold to touch. Clean out every free grime from the face of the stovetop with the paper towel or dishcloth. Also, wipe off liquid stains on the surface. If any grime or grease is sticking too hard to the face of the stovetop, let it rest. Trying to forcefully remove it may scratch the surface. Next thing, you need your rubber gloves now. Take a big bowl or bucket and fill it up with hot water from the tap. You can use your sink if the bowl is a bother. Put 2 tablespoons of dishwashing liquid in your bowl of hot water and mix the two until the water lathers. Then, immerse your cloth rag in the bowl that has the foamy water. Leave it to wet through until it has enough water and soap in its core. After that, take a cupful of baking soda and spray it over the face of the cooktop. Make sure to sprinkle baking soda on every part of the surface as much as you can. Take out the cloth from the water and squeeze out as much water as you can from it. The goal is to make sure your rag is not dry but is also not dripping water. Keep the water aside for when you will need it later. Use the cloth rag to cover the whole face of the glass stove. Leave the rag there for at least 15 minutes, depending on how dirty your top is. If it's very dirty, leave it for 30 minutes. This will give the baking soda enough time to get into the core of the dirt sitting on the surface. The wet cloth works with the baking soda to create enough dampness on the surface for the baking soda to be effective. What next? Remove the cloth from the stovetop and put it back in the cleaning mixture that is left. Bring it out, squeeze out the water halfway and wipe the stove face with a mild movement. Move in little circles until you are done with the cleaning. As you clean, you will notice the grit coming off your stove's face while your stove gradually comes back to its fresh mode and sparkle. When you are through with the cleaning, drain out whatever water is left over. To round it up, put your clean dishwashing pad in cold water and squeeze. Use it to clean the face of the glass stove to completely get rid of all leftover grime and baking soda. Look around to be sure every dirt is gone for good. Take your microfiber cloth and polish the face of the stovetop. Put a little amount of white vinegar if you want some extra glow and polish with the microfiber cloth. Method 2: Cleaning with vinegar and baking powder. You don't need a lot of water to clean your surface here. First, make sure your glass top is not hot. This procedure involves using a razor blade if you have stubborn stains. You can avoid having to use a razor if you make a habit of wiping off your cooktop anytime you finish cooking. You can achieve this by setting a reminder for when your stovetop is cool enough, or wiping it when you are washing the dishes. These are the things that you need. A spray bottle. Baking soda. Distilled white vinegar. Cleaning towel. Scraper or razor. How to clean the stovetop. Put your baking soda in the spray bottle to ease the procedure of sprinkling it over the face of the cooktop. The spray bottle also helps to preserve your baking soda from caking up when not in use. Now, sprinkle baking soda on every part of your glass top. Next, drizzle the surface with enough vinegar. Make sure to cover every part of the stovetop. Leave the vinegar and the baking soda to sit on the stovetop for 15 minutes at least. Then, use a damp cleaning towel to clean through the face of your stove. In some cases, you may still find some grime clinging to the surface after wiping through. Now use your scraper to lift the stains. Be very careful not to scrape the face of your stove as that will ruin it. If you don't want to use a razor blade, go through the process of soaking your surface in baking soda and vinegar again. Just repeat a few times if your stovetop is very dirty and is being stubborn to clean. Finally, a clean cooktop adds aesthetic pleasure to your kitchen and also encourages you to cook. The easiest way to keep the grime from piling up is to wipe away any stain once the top is cool enough to touch. Do deep cleaning every now and then to maintain the shine of your stove. If you want to learn more about cleaning your cooktop, click on the link in the description. If you've enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button below. Hit the notification bell so you'll know once we post a new video. Also, drop a comment below so we can know your thoughts. Finally, don't forget to check the description below for more details. Visit our site zimcooking.com for more awesome cooktop tips like this.